It's your girl, Claudia Jordan. We're here to spill the tea and break down some of the biggest headlines in the news and on social media. And I know why y'all are here because later on the show, we're catching up with viral sensations, Miss Netta and Charles. You do not want to miss this. Sit down with them. Now sit back, relax, and get ready to sip on this hot tea. Please welcome Al Reynolds. What's up, Al?
Hey, what's up, Claudia? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. It's going to be a hot one today. Don't you think? Don't you feel it? Don't you just feel it?
I feel it. I feel it coming.
And please welcome our special guest co-host for the week, Mr. Fabulous T.S. Madison. What's up, Maddie?
Hey, y'all. Hey, soulmates. Y'all still my friend?
Yes, I'm going to miss you. Today's your last day.
Yeah. Al, you know what? I'm going to come back for you. I'm coming. You listen, anytime you here, I'm coming back. You know, I love to see what you wear every week. It just does something to me. You make me giggle like a schoolgirl.
Ooh, you know what? Y'all been flirting all week, and that has not gone unnoticed by the soulmate. So might there be a little carryover, a little carry-on bag after this, a little situation?
She has to add me to the list. She got a long list.
I will go visit Al wherever he at. You know, I'm always in LA. He can take me out to dinner and he can pay for my babysitter.
All right. Well, hey, I could spend all night talking about this, but we're going to keep on checking on this progress throughout the show. Y'all got any plans for this weekend? What's going on this weekend? Anybody doing anything?
So, you know, this weekend is the beginning of the Grammys.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Grammy weekend in Los Angeles. So, Claudia, you know, you've done it 100 times. No big deal for you. But this is my second time being in Los Angeles full time and enjoying the Grammy festives. Everything from Knowles has her luncheon, you know, and Rock Nation canceled their brunch this year. But, you know, everyone just comes out and supports the community. And that's pretty exciting. So I can't wait to see all the things that will be happening.
Yeah, I'm actually going to be a part of the Grammy weekend this week because as you do know that I did win a Grammy for it.
Cozy.
Yeah. Just a little something. You just want a little something.
And you know, it's gonna be Grammy weekend, and you know, and I'm excited this Grammy season because I finally get to get my certificate and all that stuff. I didn't get it the first go around, but I get it now for last year, and I'm so very excited for that.
Now, I hear they mail it to you, or do you physically pick it up?
They're gonna mail me mine, just like my Emmy.
Maddie, you know, I'm all about flowers for people while they are with us and in our face and saying things loudly. You got to be damn proud of yourself. I mean, you've not shied away from your beginnings and what you used to do, and I always hear you say, I'm not supposed to be here right now. And not only are you here, you're excelling on levels like that are just out of this world. So right. I just want to give you your props. You about to have a lipstick line. You have a Grammy, the first probably of more than one. You have all these things going on, and your attitude is still beautiful. Like, you have a beautiful spirit, a beautiful soul, and you look damn good. And you've been killing the glam every day this week, where I got to step my shit up for next week because of you. Okay. So I'm just saying, like, I'm just so happy for you. I really am. I really am.
Thank you. You know, I love you like a fat bitch love chocolate chip cookies. Honey, I will eat a whole slew of chocolate chip cookies.
Offer me or just with
I don't know. I'll offer you and with Al.
Oh, okay. You know what? Before we get any sexual harassment cases, let's just get into the show, into the topics, okay? All right, it's official. Teyana Taylor announced that she will be portraying Dionne Warwick in the highly anticipated biopic. Teyana shared the exciting news on social media and wrote, "Thank you for trusting me, Coco Gilbert and our production company, with telling your iconic story. We are so excited to make you proud." Now, are y'all excited to see Teyana execute this role? TS, you already celebrating with the celebration dance, so we're going to go to you first.
I am so excited to see Teyana Taylor play this role because I do think that she is a good actress. She is beautiful. I love all of her features, and there would have been no other actress that I could see, you know, playing the beautiful, gorgeous, young Dionne Warwick. You know, I mean, I do a lot of jokes on Dionne Warwick because, you know, she does give me chain smoking cigarette auntie. But what we are never, ever going to do is take away Dionne Warwick's accolades. We're not going to take away the impact. She's our first Grammy winner, Black woman Grammy winner. Am I correct? Am
That's a
I?
good
Al, you know,
question.
you'll
Yeah, let me see.
Let's find out, production.
She crossed over before, way before, you know, she paved the way for Whitney Houston to come through to do what she did, and a lot of other artists. You know, they were sampling Dionne and still sample Dionne to this day. She is, I cannot wait to see her biopic. I can't, and I can't wait to see Teyana kill it.
She is good. I love her. Al, what are your thoughts? How you feeling?
You know what? I love this. No, she wasn't the first, TS. I think Ella Fitzgerald was the first to win a Grammy. I think production is saying Dionne won the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 2019. But I know Ella Fitzgerald was the first Black female artist to win a Grammy. But I love this. I remember, you guys remember a couple of years ago when Dionne first tweeted about this, when I didn't even know she knew how to work Twitter. And she said that she wanted Teyana Taylor to play her in her biopic film. And guess what? A couple of years later, we're here and she's doing it. I'm excited for Teyana because you remember she went through this frustration in her music career. She said that people weren't respecting her music. She wasn't getting the love that she thought she deserved. But I'm gonna tell you right now, from reading from the comments from when she was in the Book of Clarence and also A Million and One Miles, people are loving Teyana as an actor, as a budding actor, and they say that she's really good. I think she's found her calling, and I'm excited, and I can't wait to see this performance.
So
she is gorgeous.
She dropped that. Listen, this is TGIF, so you know, all people. I always have some kind of story that's related to the topics and the people, because I was spent like almost 30 years in Hollywood. I worked in a film with Teyana about 10 years ago, right? It was a low budget film. She was actually assaulted on the film by the director, and you can look that up. And I remember the frustration she felt. I remember watching her leave sad, and it was really traumatic. And to see her ignore all that, and this is not to slander him, it just is what it is. It's just what happened. It's just what happened. There was a whole bunch of ugly stuff on Twitter. I love when people overcome some BS. I love when they overcome some BS and things that could have ruined you. Oh, she's difficult. It was her fault. No. I was big sis there. I had her back. And actually, because of that, I was banned from ever working with that guy ever again because I stood up for her. But anyways, it's neither here nor there. I love the triumph story. I love this woman is beautiful. I love she has unique features, and I love it. She just has such a memorable look, and I could not think of anyone else better than her to play this role. And I think, you know, every once in a while, a role comes around that's made for an actor to be in position to go win those awards. J-Lo, it was Selena, Halle Berry, it was Dorothy Dandridge. And I feel like this is going to be Teyana Taylor's role right here that's going to really stun the world. And Lil Sis, I'm super proud of you, and I cannot wait to support this. So yes. All right, speaking of Teyana Taylor, and TS, I'll call you during the break and I'll give you the tea.
Okay.
Your face look like
I want it.
Like she need the tea right now.
Yeah.
He gonna be mad, but I don't really give a damn. You can look at my tweets to him back in 2010. All right, speaking of Teyana Taylor, her ex-husband, Iman Shumpert, posted what seems to be subtle shade on social media. He wrote 10 toes, chin up. You ain't the first or the last shorty. What do you think he's referring to, Al? What do you think?
I don't know, but you guys know how I feel about men playing on the internet, especially when it comes to family matters. You guys know I don't like that. And I don't like men who air out their females or their relationship issues. It's just, to me, it makes my skin crawl every time I see a dude doing what I'm used to seeing females do on the internet. Guys, you know I keep saying this over and over. I just can't get over it, and I can't get with this. But I will say this. And I was hoping the two of you could help me understand, what was he actually saying? Was he talking to the woman who went and exposed the story? Was he talking to Teyana? Like, who is he addressing, and what does it mean?
I don't know, because he didn't put a name on it. He's doing the subtle thing like, sir, this could be anyone. So if it could be anyone, why leave it to translation? Because we're all automatically going to think he's shading your ex-wife, or you seen your ex. Maddie, what you think?
Girl, boy, no nobody care about you. We want to see Teyana Taylor playing Dionne Warwick. Don't come in here trying to, throw shade at this woman, or even give that subtle hint of shade towards this woman when she's celebrating such a great triumph and a great accolade that's getting ready to happen. We don't care nothing about you, sweetheart. You fine and you cute. She may not be the first and the last, but you damn sure will be.
She is like, isn't she like she's like our community, one of our favorites, almost like Keke Palmer, right?
Yes.
Like you don't really supposed to mess with Teyana Taylor. She's worked hard. She's been through a lot. She had a beautiful family. Yeah, maybe in 2024, these guys, they need to take a break from the scorned men need to take a break from the internet.
And you said something interesting, Al. You said, this is men acting the way women usually do. I'm going to go ahead and say this is the new male behavior because Teyana is the one standing 10 toes down. We don't hear her being messy. We don't, you know what I'm saying? Like it seems to me like the women are keeping a little bit more gangster and more like, hey man, it is what it is. I'm going to keep it moving and go ahead and book this other movie. And the men are over here like going on podcasts and being like she wanted it to be private. She never wanted to expose you from what we are hearing. And
that's why she passed him around, honey. He ain't did nothing to her. But she came in letting it be known that she wanted to have an open relationship. She opened Pandora's box. Girl, you know what you laying in the bed with. Women are never crazy. Well,
I ain't gonna say that.
We're gonna see what you think about if you're gonna stand by that statement on this next story, because gospel singer Kim Burrell is under fire. Sorry for that segue, y'all. After telling a church member to stop singing with her while she was leading a song during praise and worship. Check out this clip from courtesy of the Neighborhood Talk.
Your hands when I say thank you. It's a solo. God's using me. Don't sing with me right now, Lord. I'm singing alone now. You, ma'am, with that mask. Let that mask work for you. I'm singing alone. Lord, I'll be back. No, I'll call on you when I'm ready.
Oh my God, yo, they out of control. Now, this isn't the only time Kim is caught heat due to her behavior. Now, back in 2018, she referred to the LGBTQ plus community as perverted. Do you think Kim Burrell was out of line, Maddie?
Girl, of course. I've seen Kim Burrell and heard Kim Burrell just go forth in her ministry and carry on. That's why God keep pushing her ass down in them shoes. I have never seen her stand up in shoes for a long time without rolling over. God pushes her ass down every.
Did you say push her shoes down?
He pushes her down every single time. Please Google her standing up and getting pushed down by the Lord.
They lean to the left or the right. Which one?
Both ways.
Lean back.
Here's the thing with Kim Burrell for me with Kim Burrell, she's really not doing anything that she's not used to doing. This is who Kim Burrell is. She's shown us time and time again that she has a very, I don't know her personally, but I think that she has a very nasty spirit, a very mean disposition. And she's a church lady. She's one of those church ladies, that I would cuss to the floor. I want to challenge Kim Burrell to a cuss off because I know she's
She's a church lady. She can't curse.
Kim Burrell
is the main one cuss.
Kim Burrell, if you're watching right now, and I know you watch TGIF, right here on this show, we would like to extend an invitation to host the curse off between you versus our own T.S. Madison, and we would love to. And proceeds will go to whatever church y'all represent. How about that?
Oh, the proceeds from a curse off is going to go to a church.
The Lord made curse words, right?
You know what? You daggone heathens. You guys, you can tell y'all do not go to anybody's church house.
I'm looking for the silver lining, Al. Trying to help out the community and give back. What you mean?
Oh gosh.
What you think, Al? What you think about this?
I thought it was funny. I thought it was on brand. She has always been rude, unchurch-like. She's been shady, defensive, confrontational. She's done it all. I think that this is just who she is, and it's a part of her brand now. I think we wouldn't be talking about her if she wasn't nasty and rude to people. But the question that I have, Claudia and T.S. Madison, and I'm being shady now, is has Kim Burrell ever been married?
I was just thinking, does
she have any kids?
Honey, one of them Labiquita children came through. As soon as one of them Labiquita kids came through and snatched her husband, having a disposition with the girls. Right up by the 10. And as soon as she read the LGBTQIA community, honey, her wig fell straight to the left of her head. I ain't seen a good wig on that woman in a long child. Bless
Well,
her.
after the curse off, maybe we can do a glam off. Patty, you can also help with because your glam will stay popping. I never see any issues, no lift off on your wigs or hair.
Ever.
Oh God.
Kim, I mean, if you're saying God is using you, maybe God was using the person in the church that also felt the spirit and want to sing along with you. So I don't think that's right to kind of do that. Not that I'm some church expert. I'm really not. I know that's shocking news for y'all, but I do know manners. And I just think that was kind of rude. Like if you're letting the Lord is working through you, then you shouldn't even be distracted by this lady. Like let you be all right, Kim. And Kim, is there a nice gentleman in church that maybe you can marry, get some church deed, and maybe loosen you up a little bit? You'd be a little happier because you've been cussing people out for a minute.
Child, that ain't the Lord working through her. That's those bowels.
This is gonna be a long show. This is gonna be a long.
It's Friday. Coming up next, we are chatting with social media's new favorite couple, Mrs. Netta and Charles, and later find out what Miss Tina Knowles is addressing, why she's addressing the trolls. Stay tuned, hit that like button. We have a lot of good show left. We'll be right back. We're gonna pray during the break. We'll be right back.
Child.
What's going on, Claudia?
I'm in the White House, and if I'm not on the show tomorrow, then it's unhappy.
You in prison.
TGIF.
Listen to what you just said. You are broadcasting your show from the White House. If that is not the hope and the dream of the slave, then I do not know what is.
Live and interactive.
I just met the White House press secretary, and she knows me, and I think she knows me from T. I said, I have to go broadcast. She goes, oh, that's right, you're live. And I'm like, you know about us.
On Fox Soul.
This one's for the real ballers and shot callers, the sisterhood of women in tech. They're discovering cures, building apps, and programming the blockchain. They're CEOs, worldwide hustlers who can make it rain. They're tearing down the old boys club and seeing big gains. Because when women in tech come together, you know they make that change.
Meet the Scam, a simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you.
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
We got a few new phrases the kids are out there saying, and I want you to tell us what you think they mean.
McMillan and Mara.
Donald Duckin.
I went to graduate school.
Every Thursday.
To avoid terms like this.
And this is what my life has come to.
All right, next one.
Cambridge.
Okay, Mr. Harvard. Proxy beef.
Oh, I know what this is. This is when you don't have a problem directly with the person.
How did you know this?
Because I speak English. Proxy.
Welcome back to TGIF. We are excited about this. Now, tonight's guests are viral sensations who are known for their entertaining skits, mouth-watering cooking videos, and the classic line, Charles, your lunch is ready. Soulmates, put your virtual hands together for Mrs. Netta. Hey, Mrs. Netta.
Hey, soulmate. Hey, Claudia. How you doing?
Good. We are so happy to have you here, but I see you're by yourself. What's going on here?
Because I got to introduce my king, right?
Oh, you do.
Yes. All right then. But y'all know how we do it. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm. Oh, titties. Okay.
Charles.
Yes.
Your lunch is ready. Okay. Let me pour this chair out for my king.
So.
We love it. Welcome to the show, Mrs. Netta and Charles. How y'all doing?
He doing fine, but hold on for a minute. He got to try this plate out so he can see what the food tastes like.
Oh, my bad.
Okay. All right then. Okay. But first, what we have ranch, chicken wings, baked beans, and honey crescent rolls. We're gonna let Charles try it out. Check them wings, Charles.
He is eating good over there. Oh, look at the juice coming off those. Mikhail.
Okay.
You. Okay. Well, it looks damn good, and I wish we had a player for now. So let's just get right into it, Charles. While you eating that good old food, let's get straight to it. I want to know, because I'm nosy and I love being all in people's business, of course. How did y'all meet, and what first attracted you to each other?
Well, no disrespect or nothing, but we have a TV reality show that's coming out and that's going to air in March. And we're going to do a lot of questions. We're going to answer a lot of questions and stuff over there just to draw the audience over there. But just to give y'all a little snippet, me and Charles, we've been together for 6 years. And we met on social media.
Okay. Who reach out to who?
She reached out to me. I did ignore it at first, but then after that, I gave it a second chance.
Okay.
Let's give it a chance.
Okay. So she pursued you. Okay. Okay, Miss Netta, now you became widely known for your prank calls and skits back in 2021.
Yes, ma'am.
But so how long? So you said you've all been a couple for 6 years, right? How long between the DM when you reached out and you saw who you wanted, you said, and then from that to y'all actually hooking up? How long did that take?
It took about a month.
Dang.
It took about a month before we actually met each other. We stayed in the same city and we really didn't know, we didn't know anything about each other. I knew his family, but I didn't know him. And we hooked up after the month, and I think we moved in about 3 months later, about 3-4 months later.
Now, Madison, before you ask your next question, I see Charles, if I see correctly on your left hand, is that a wedding band? Are you married?
Yep. I guess you could say that.
You and Miss Netta married?
Yep, we's married.
Congratulations.
Wait, what?
You found out first right here on TGIF, everybody. Miss Netta and Charles, congratulations.
Y'all been holding out on us. Why we wanted to go to the wedding or see some pictures or something?
Right. Claudia was just saying that.
Everything is coming out soon.
Yeah.
But I guess y'all the first to hear. But
we definitely excited about that, Miss Netta, honey, because from hamburger steaks to white rice and crescent rolls, child, you are known for whooping up some of the best lunches for Charles.
Okay.
Now, what is it that you enjoy cooking most for Charles? And does Charles ever cook for Miss Netta?
Yeah, well, most certainly he does. He cooked for me. We had a couple of scenes where he cooked for me as well, barbecue, shish kebab, and, stuff like that. He cooks for me, and I think my favorite thing to cook for Charles is T-bone steak, bell pepper and onions.
Now, Miss Netta, I got an off the record question, off the wall question, child. I know you've been seeing these girls all over the internet clawing after your man Charles, child. I saw Messy C make a video, honey, and they told you to Miss Netta, honey, sit down, honey, you, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, because she would outcook you and give Charles some of that good meat. And he would come over there, honey. How does it make you feel when you see all these women and Sauce and Santana saying, "Oh, Charles is cute"? How does it make you feel, honey, to see the girls after your man?
It actually makes me feel pretty good because, if I got somebody that somebody else wants, then I must be doing something right. I'm not jealous about the situation or none of that to the fact, because I know Charles ain't going nowhere, baby.
Ooh. Now let me ask you this
and
too.
I let him know that.
Are you a part of the LGBTQIA community?
No, I'm not.
Okay. I just asked. I wanted to know. Okay.
Oh, okay. Ask that question one more time.
Miss Netta, are you a part of the LGBTQIA community?
I didn't quite understand you, but yes, I am.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I am.
Yeah, because I know even, I'm trans, so my pronouns are she and her, so I respect everybody's pronouns. And obviously, I'm not going to call you anything but she and her because you play the woman role over there frying, baking, and sauteing for Charles, honey. But so what area would you fall under in the LGBTQA community? Are you non-binary, trans?
I never categorized myself in none of that. I just always been myself, and this me, my everyday look, all this, my everyday look and stuff. And it's just something I just been doing ever since I was, growing up in life. And I don't think I'm a transsexual. I don't think I'm a whatever the other names they got. I don't like calling them, but I don't think I'm none of those. I just more be like myself. My stage name is Miss Netta. A lot of people knows my real name, thanks to the internet, which is fine, but it doesn't matter. A lot of people say I'm ashamed of my sexuality, which I am not, because people here in our city knows me and everything. So it wasn't about me hiding my sexuality, because we are well known here in the city. But it was just more like that was my business, and when I want to put my business out, then that's when I do it. And I just wasn't ready yet.
So the girls are gagging to know when you say your sexuality. So this means were you born male like me? Because I was born male.
Yes, I was born male.
Okay, sister, what the dang?
So whoever that's watching this, y'all got y'all answer. I mean, I never put it out there, but like I said, if we go live and we feel like that we comfortable and stuff in the live, we would come out and we would say, what, answer some of their questions. And so, it's out.
I like it.
You know what, Netta, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I appreciate the way you just handled that, because, you both of y'all blew up on social media, and there's a lot of interest in y'all, and there's people that are theorizing, having their say, and for you to just answer the question straight on, take it on, and give us an honest answer, it shows your confidence in yourself, and it shows like you're standing on your business and you're unapologetically you. So that is a major thing. So I appreciate both you and Charles for being here and for addressing it and not running from it, because there's a lot of young people that were in your shoes when you, like you said, since you were 6, that are going to look at you and be like, you're about to have a show, you're blowing up, you're everywhere, you're getting brand deals, and y'all look happy. So much respect. Okay. Yeah. So thank you for sharing that.
And we're very happy. We're very happy. And we just don't think that we know that social media is not going to end this relationship,
Nice.
So all the people that's out there got their little 2 cents and saying this and saying that, it's not going to happen.
All right.
Well, that makes it. That leads to my question, Claudia, real quick. When I was in the public eye, married, and it was just a spectacle, one of the things that I found most difficult were the trolls and the backlash and the negative stuff that people had to say all the time. Tell me, how do you all deal with this criticism, and does it strengthen your relationship, or do you find yourself wrestling with it sometimes?
Ignoring it. Not letting it get in the way. Like, it bothers me. It makes me feel some type of way, but guess what? At the end of the day, I gotta brush it off, because I already know what I signed up for, and guess what? All this backlash we're taking, the only thing I can do is just sit there and just take the hit.
Right. Sometimes it's funny. So sometimes it's laughing off. Like really, they just said that? Okay. All that responding and coming, on the posters and stuff like that. It's just a waste of time, because they're gonna say what they want to say and feel what they want to feel anyway.
Right.
Regardless of what you say. So if there's nothing that you can put out there and say,
ain't nothing you can do. Ain't nothing you can say, but just let them talk. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Shit, let them talk.
Well, I admire that, because me, 26 years in the game, I still can't. I still be in the comments like, that's not true, and fighting for my life in there sometimes. I am guilty of that.
But I don't say it in the comments. I say it to myself.
Got it. All right, Ms. Netta and Charles, I don't mean to cut you off, but we got to take a quick commercial break. The tea is piping hot. We'll be back with more with Ms. Netta and Charles right after this quick commercial break. Soulmates, do not go anywhere.
Welcome Welcome inside the black box.
So you guys ready to have some fun?
Forget the acting studio. I'm here with you guys.
Creativity will find its way. It doesn't matter what the ethnicity is.
Television and movies are the mediums of stereotypes.
Just because we all have the same color don't mean we have the same experience.
Your uniqueness is your greatness.
Welcome inside the black box.
Every Monday on Fox Soul.
Scene 103, take one.
I thought we'd be on the same page about this, and we're not.
How do I know the way I'm gonna respond to it?
I want you to get the vaccine because I want you to be safe.
What if you end up in the hospital? That's what I'm scared of.
If you was to die, man, that would literally kill me, man.
Can I hug you?
Yeah. If it made you feel that way, bro, I'll probably do. I love you, man. I love you too.
What's going on, Claudia?
I'm in the White House, and if I'm not on the show tomorrow, then something happened.
You in prison.
TGIF.
Listen to what you just said. You are broadcasting your show from the White House. If that is not the hope and the dream of the slaves, then I do not know what is.
Live and interactive.
I just met the White House press secretary, and she knows me, and I think she knows me from T. I said, I have to go broadcast. She goes, oh, that's right, you're live. And I'm like, you know about us.
On Fox.
We got a few new phrases the kids are out there saying, and I want you to tell us what you think they mean.
McMillan and Mara.
Donald Duckin. I went to graduate school.
Every Thursday.
To avoid terms like this.
And this is what my life has come to.
All right, next one.
Cambridge.
Okay, Mr. Harvard. Proxy beef.
Oh, I know what this is. This is when you don't have a problem directly with the person.
How did you know this?
Because I speak English. Proxy.
Welcome back to TGIF. If you're just joining us now, we have Miss Netta and Charles, and they are giving us every answer that we've always wanted to know. So let's continue this interview. You know what? I'm going to take a page from y'all book. I'm going to work on that. It is so hard sometimes, but okay, moving on. Now, Charles, you recently posted a video explaining why women can't consider themselves to be modern women and housewives at the same time. Let's check out this clip.
Most modern women, they want to be modern, but at the same time be a housewife. You can't do that. You can't. You got to pick one. You can't sit here and say you want to be married, but then you sit here and say you're a modern woman. You can't be modern and married at the same time. You can't. You got to pick one.
All right, Charles, as a modern woman myself, give us some more insight on your perspective.
Man, what you just saw, like I said before, most women these days, they want a 1950s man, but they're not built like the women in that same era. You can't do that. How you reconcile for that? You can't sit here and say you want to be a wife, but at the same time, you sitting here doing all this extra stuff, working and not doing this and that for your man and whatnot, and trying to make it about yourself.
So basically,
can I ask real quick, Chance, are the men nowadays still behaving like the 1950s men? Because I see a lot of women holding down the houses. Men ain't really holding down the houses. Like, all right.
I hate to say it, and it's gonna hurt, but no, not most. And then that stems back from not having a father in the house. Most boys need a man in the house for them to follow example. We don't got that.
You better tell them, Charles.
And like I said, they want to sit here and say they want this type of man, but guess what? They're not around like they used to. You know what I'm saying? Like, thanks to modern day feminism and all that, guess what? Ain't no need. You like I said, if you're gonna sit here and say you want to be a wife, you're gonna have to train yourself like one. You gotta be raised to be a wife. Most ain't raised to be wives.
Come on, Charles.
Hey, you better speak, Charles. Charles said he want he want him a submissive woman, honey, that's gonna cook, clean, and do everything.
Charles.
So she can pass that pen and he can write that check.
I mean, but in order for most men to get that, they got to put in the work.
Right.
Like I can sit here and admit to say that I was a nobody. I was low value and all that crap. But ever since I started working the job that I'm at, then guess what? Everything changed.
Okay.
It's like, well, I've been at this job so long, made me feel good. It's like, dang, most guys need to be trying to do stuff like this, but I can understand most of us are F-ups. We're fuck-ups. And, you know what I'm saying, sometimes it takes a while for us to, you know what I'm saying, to get back on our feet and say we can do it all over again. Like, when you get knocked down, we got to get back up. Sometimes it's hard for us because we ain't really had that, you know what I'm saying, that inspiration or that encouragement or none of that. We ain't had none of that growing up. Most men don't have that. Most men don't have masculine figures in their life to even sit here and say they want to do this and that. That's why most men don't get respect like they used to. It's like, it's sad to say, most men ain't getting respect like they used to. The blue-collar men, they're not well respected like they used to.
I agree.
I agree with that. Speaking of respect,
because when you sit here and hear women talking about they too good to date a man that's out here driving garbage trucks or doing this and that, that right there just raise eyebrows.
Right.
And it's like, you say that, but what can you do?
Let me jump in here, Charles. Speaking of respect, there's going to be a lot more respect put on both of y'all's lanes because you now have a new television show that's being produced by Culture TV. Yeah. I know you can't tell us a whole lot, but what can you tell our soulmates in this exclusive interview with Miss Charles and Netta? I'm sorry, Miss Netta and Charles. Sorry, my bad. I'm just caught up in y'all's story right now.
I know.
What can you tell us about this show coming up?
Well, it's a reality TV show called The Montgomerys. Is that right?
I guess.
And it's our
Charles be like,
no, don't be coming here with no.
He is not impressed, but like,
I would not know.
Yeah. And it's going to be a reality TV show, so it's going to be about our real life. We're going to start by, for the first season, we're just going to have little things in our life, what's going on, and a part of our tour that I need to talk about as well, too. And that's going to be a part of the reality TV show. And then it's going to progress more and more and more as the seasons go by. But we are about to do a 10-day tour starting next month with 10 cities. And like I said, we start with Chicago, Houston, Texas, and Dallas, Texas next weekend. Tickets are on sale. They can go on our social media page. They can find out how much the tickets are, how to purchase the ticket, and when to be there, because we sure gonna be waiting.
Before we
congratulations.
This is like we've never been able to have an interview with you guys before, and I know that people are living for this right now. Before we go, I want y'all to be able to clear up everything. There was something online about Charles having a family as a white woman and all that. Is that true? Do you want to address that? I'm trying to clear y'all name in this interview with everything, so there's no more question. Like I'm a former journalist, so I'll be wanting to know the truth about the tea. So, do you want to say anything to that so people can stop talking or not? What you want to say?
Well, man, it's simple. You got people that want to dig deep into your business to the point where they want to make it seem like I'm doing something when I'm not. Like from that video you seen of me or whatever with the white woman, sweetheart, that was over 7 years ago. That was back in 2016.
Got it. Oh, okay.
And we actually ran into her at Walmart a couple of weeks ago, and we had a conversation with her, and she told us that she had an interview with somebody. They called her for an interview about that. And she told us, she said she respected us. She said nothing bad. She only said good things. She let everybody know that it was, false information. And the little baby that was on there was his cousin, and he's 8 years old now. So,
all right. Well,
Charles have no kid. Miss Netta have no children. And, they had a room on there that I was married to a woman, and I had it was all types of stuff. They just was digging all up into past, telling all these lies. Nothing was true, but in order for us to maintain what we had going on, we just left it alone because we knew that it wasn't true. So
it's bad enough they're trying to find pieces that they can't put together. But
I told them to go look up our background record and talk about that because it's clean. If you want to do something, go look at that.
Well, thank you for answering all of our questions. A lot of people don't do that, and you answered every single one of our questions, and we appreciate y'all. So thank you so much. Miss Netta and Charles, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Netta.
Good luck, y'all.
And just
Good luck.
Miss Netta, That's a good man, Savannah.
It is, baby.
Soulmates, make sure you support Miss Netta and Charles' upcoming show and follow them on social media for everything food, fun, and love. And we appreciate y'all. We're going to have y'all back after your season premieres of the reality show for part 2, okay?
We'll come back.
All right. Thank you so much. Coming up, Tina Knowles claps back at trolls and later find out what led to a man what led a man to pass gas on a flight and what went down. Hit that like button. We'll be right back.
Welcome inside the black box.
So you guys ready to have some fun?
Forget the acting studio. I'm here with you guys.
Creativity will find its way. It doesn't matter what the ethnicity is.
Television and movies are the mediums of stereotypes.
Just because we all have the same color don't mean we have the same experience.
Your uniqueness is your greatness.
Welcome inside the black box.
Every Monday on Fox Soul.
Scene 103, take 1.
I thought we'd be on the same page about this, and we're not.
How do I know the way I'm going to respond to it?
I want you to get the vaccine because I want you to be safe.
What if you end up in the hospital? That's what I'm scared of.
If you was to die, man, that would literally kill me, man.
I hug you.
Yeah. If it made you feel that way, bro, I would probably do. I love you, man. I love you too.
What's going on, Claudia?
I'm in the White House, and if I'm not on the show tomorrow, then something happened.
You in prison.
TGIF.
Listen to what you just said. You are broadcasting your show from the White House. If that is not the hope and the dream of the slaves, then I do not know what is.
Live and interactive.
I just met the White House press secretary, and she knows me, and I think she knows me from T. I said, I have to go broadcast. She goes, oh, that's right, you're live. And I'm like, you know about us.
On Fox.
We got a few new phrases the kids are out there saying, and I want you to tell us what you think they mean.
McMillan and Mara.
Donald Duckin.
I went to graduate school.
Every Thursday.
To avoid terms like this.
And this is what my life has come to.
All right, next one.
Cambridge.
Okay, Mr. Harvard. Proxy beef.
Oh, I know what this is. This is when you don't have a problem directly with the person.
How did you know this?
Because I speak English. Proxy.
Welcome back to TGIF. We got a hot show for y'all tonight. All right. Tina Knowles is setting the record straight that she has nothing against Janet Jackson after liking a shady tweet about Janet's concert tickets being the same price as Beyonce's. Take a look at this.
That I'm trending for liking a post about ticket prices and an artist overcharging. First of all, being on the other side of that, I know better than anyone what a great production costs and that it's expensive. And I would never criticize another artist, let alone Janet Jackson, who is the queen of production.
All right. What are your thoughts? And why do you think social media is giving Tina a hard time? Al, what you think?
I'm not sure. I mean, I've made this mistake and like stuff or, going through and not really paying attention. So I feel her pain. But one thing about this family, especially Tina and Beyonce, they have always acknowledged Janet Jackson. They've always given Janet Jackson their flowers and about her being the one that encouraged them, that motivated them, that inspired them, as well as the Jackson family. So I completely believe her when she says it was a mistake and it wasn't anything derogatory.
All right, Maddie?
Yes, I concur with Al because I know that Beyonce loves Janet Jackson. And listen, Miss Tina is 70 years old now? Miss Tina is 70 years old.
Somewhere up there.
Yeah, she's 70 and she is gorgeous. And my mother is on social media and I know my mom will be scrolling sometimes and she might see a picture and she may like the picture or she may see something. It could say God anywhere in it and she gonna like it. So, we can't blame Miss Tina for that. Y'all get our Beyonce and Miss Tina's balls. Pause, okay?
I agree. A lot of times like people will say, oh, you only acknowledge the negative and never the positive tweet. So sometimes in a way to overcompensate, I just be liking everything, right? Liking, positive, hearts, without even seeing the whole thing through. And I think that's a very perfectly logical explanation. And let's be very clear. people on social media are always looking for ways to make something a shady thing that it's not. You could be talking or thinking about something totally different or just whatever and not even have that intent, but they will fill in all the gaps and connect all these dots that ain't even there. And I think Miss Tina Knowles, I'm sorry, no disrespect, is of the cloth that is cut of the cloth of, if I get a problem with you, you will know it. I don't think she would have to be sneaky or sneak diss or any of that. I think she is a woman that would be like, this is how I feel. It is what it is. I don't think she'd be like, no. And there's no reason for it. So y'all stop trying to find something that is not there. Okay?
Please and thank you.
There you go. Now, Meek Mill left social media in shock after he revealed that he charges $250,000 for a verse. One person on social media wrote, now it makes sense why I ain't heard from him nowhere. And another person wrote, that's why they only play Dreams and Nightmares in the club, which is one of my favorite songs. I love that song. What are your thoughts, Maddie? What do you think?
Meek Mill be making music.
Maddie, Dreams and Nightmares, when that song drops in the club, especially in New York, everybody goes nuts.
How the verse go?
I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this.
Oh, yeah.
What year was that?
I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I know I like Dreams and Nightmares, and that's my favorite song of Meek Mill's.
Well, did he write that himself? That wasn't on nobody else's track, was it?
That was his own song, and then he was on Drake's song.
I don't know no Meek Mill verse.
Oh, God. Every time we do a story on Meek Mills, I just...
No, but I was finished. No, y'all don't remember that? Oh, hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought we was finished? Y'all thought I was finished?
No.
Pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I could... I know, it's popping, y'all. It is. I just don't be knowing the words. I be drunk when I be in the clubs. I'm 50, but it be popping, y'all. Y'all know the words, y'all. Someways help me.
When's the last time he has charted, Claudia? When's the last time he charted? Has he charted? I know he did that. I know he did that collaboration with Rick Ross. They did that joint album, but that didn't do well at all. I mean, we know he's talented. No, we're not going to argue that he's not talented. But when is the last time, honestly, for $250,000? I would hope that the artist is in rotation, hot right now, charted recently, and somehow me spending that money will give me a connection to something that's guaranteed that I won't get just trying to do it on my own.
He had the one song with Drake where he was saying, I got Lori Harvey on my wish list. That's the only thing I want for Christmas.
You reaching.
I'm trying to help him. Y'all, man, I be trying. Y'all want to say I come from brothers. I'm trying to give Meek Mill his flowers. Maddie, you don't know what song I'm talking about? Going Bad?
I know he took his motorcycle and rode it through Nicki Minaj's house, honey, that time. And he should have paid her $250,000 for damages in that woman's house.
I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this. So
that's your go-to rap, huh?
That's the only part I know.
What did he say? What's that say?
So they say. Meek, I tried, Meek, I tried. Coming up, we have your Teabag of the week. Stay tuned.
Scene 103, take one.
I thought we'd be on the same page about this, and we're not.
How do I know the way I'm going to respond to it?
I want you to get the vaccine because I want you to be safe.
What if you end up in the hospital? That's what I'm scared of.
If you was to die, man, that would literally kill me, man.
Can I hug you?
Yes. If it made you feel that way, bro, I'll probably do. I love you. I love you too.
This one's for the real ballers and shot callers, the sisterhood of women in tech. They're discovering cures, building apps, and programming the blockchain. They're CEOs, worldwide hustlers who can make it rain. They're tearing down the old boys club and seeing big gains. Because when women in tech come together, you know they make that change.
Freedom. It's at the core of who we are. The freedom to live without fear, to jog where we please, to wear a hoodie. The freedom to breathe. Before we celebrate the freedom most Americans have, we must fight for the freedom all Americans deserve. Because all lives can't matter until Black lives matter.
Welcome back to T-Jab. I was about to recite more lyrics because I did find them.
Please stop.
What is the
reason? Please no.
I used to rhyme like this. I used to take times like this to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like this, to shine like this.
Daddy, get a please.
Some locked up shit in the back of the paddy wagon, cuffs, locked down wrists. No, that don't ring a bell.
Please stop.
Meek. All right, moving on.
I don't see it, Claudia. I don't see it.
Claudia like Meek, I see. All right. Now.
I like the song.
Uh-huh.
I like the song. All right. There are so many stories about passengers acting up on flights, so we're going to take a deeper look at airline passenger behavior in fights or flights. All right. A disgruntled passenger was removed from an American Airlines flight after he allegedly farted in retaliation to another passenger who was rude to him. According to witnesses, the man was upset because the flight attendants would not allow him to bring smelly food on the flight. One passenger told him, "If you don't like it, fly private, but you're an economy like the rest of us." The man responded by saying, "You thought that was rude? Well, how about this smell?" And that's where he released the Kraken, the fart. Now, if you were in this situation, would you have fought the passenger or just simply ignored him and enjoyed your flight? Al, what would you have done? I know you're going to sue, but before you sue, what would you do?
Oh, man, I don't know. First of all, I've never been turned away with bringing food onto the airline. And this is American Airline. You know, I only fly American. So that suspect right there. What would I do? I think I can't be around a person. If he was sitting directly close to me, I have to separate myself from all that gas. I just can't do it. Like that is very personal and rude, especially on a flight because there's so many of us so close. I would prefer that when a person is dealing with a bad stomach to go to the bathroom and let it all out there, even if it's just a fart.
Okay. Maddie?
Well, first of all, I don't go past row 6 anyway. So usually, you know, I'm in a pod by myself or next to a person, and I only fly Delta. So, you know, here's where I'm conflicted with this because I'm a girl that, you know, enjoys the comfort of Delta Sky Club, and I go in there, eat up all day shot and drink up all day alcohol, honey, and have a good time. And I might, you know, I'm a little bit lactose intolerant, so I might get on the plane. I might ease one out 1 or 2 times, you know. And
what?
Yes, honey, I might ease one out on the.
Why did you just lift your cheek up when you did that?
Ease one out. Hey, don't act like that you ain't never eased one out.
Why you lift your cheek?
Because Al, everyone don't have our booty as big as yours. They can just sit there and they already elevated. Al got ass.
Al
got ass.
But I'm wider than Al, so I got to leave.
Right, you got to turn yours around so it don't go back in.
Yeah, you know, and sometimes just to make sure that I'm courteous to the person sitting next to me on the other seat, because there's only 2 seats, me and them, or I'm in my pod. I may have my jacket and I may, you know, press the jacket down, and I'm only waiting until like we're really in the air and it's like a lot, like the plane is when they circulating the sound. So, you know, I try to. You know, but I act like I'm scooting over in the seat, honey, you know.
So you one of those that we smell it, but we try to pretend like you didn't do it.
You're like, what was was that, girl?
You know, the airplanes be where people just be letting them rip because you don't know who it is. You don't know if it traveled from the first 6 rows or if it came from the last 10 rows or if it's someone right next to you. So you could really pull that off and not know. But he was doing it in retaliation because he was mad. And that's where it's like, it's an issue. Like he had an issue with the food and all that kind of stuff. He did that on purpose and was like, eh. So, you know, you put a little extra on it. So, okay. I mean, I get
And he had been drinking.
You know, that thing was wet and hot.
Was he white? He was a white guy?
Not sure.
Oh, baby, listen, when them white folks fall, them booties be. And they look right at you when they do it, like, what happened? You know.
Where he land?
I ain't mad at him, but he just lost his freaking flyer miles for a second.
Oh my God. All right, y'all. We have covered so many crazy stories. So we like to end our show by handing out an award to a person who exemplifies pure delusion. This is our Teabag of the week. All right, y'all. Our Teabag of the week goes to rapper Loose Cannon after he spilled allegedly tea about receiving $50,000 from Shawnee Henderson, aka Shawnee O'Neal, to have sex with her 2 weeks before her wedding. He was on a podcast and he was, kind of speaking on, his old fling. What do you have to say about this honorary Teabag of the week? Al, let's go to you first because you've been saying the men been talking a lot.
Right. You know I'm gonna make him a teabag because why is he airing this out on the internet, on social media? Why now? Like, I have a problem with dudes taking to social media to put people down, especially exposing their relationships. But let me see that picture again, production. I don't know now. This is interesting. Do you think he has better sex than the pastor, TS?
Yes. Honey, yes, I do. And since you're giving out tea bags, thanks, Al, for passing that over to me real quick like that. I must say that I do.
But wait a minute, the Holy Rollers when I was growing up used to be the real freaks in the street.
I'm gonna tell you what's the real freaks in the streets, honey. Those ones that get classified as homosexual, baby. Let me tell you something. That sweet meat, it brings the heat. Every time, okay? But I just want to say that I believe that he got paid $50,000 of Shaq's dollars. I do believe that. I said this the other day when we were talking about it. I believe that it happened. Should he have gotten on the internet and talked about it? No. He should have applied that $50,000 to a verse, honey, and got a good album out. What does he rap up? Do you know the lyrics to his, Claudia?
Yeah, Claudia.
Yes. I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I could.
What?
I still
can't see that either.
I still don't see it, honey.
I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this.
Good, period. No, we're not doing that.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Does Shawnee got to pay $50,000 for some D? She's not an unattractive woman. She don't have to pay that. And if she did, it was a courtesy for you to keep quiet about it. If I pay you for D, it's so you don't go advertise that I paid you. I gave you a little parting gift to go along. That's for you to be quiet. When people pay prostitutes, when people have side chicks, they spend money on them. They're buying not the sex. They're buying your mouth shut. They're buying your mouth to be shut. Everybody
They're paying you to leave. They're actually paying.
But wait a minute. Y'all remember 2 weeks before that wedding, because she did the journey to her wedding, all on Instagram. At least I watched it on Instagram. So 2 weeks before the wedding, when she was like preparing for her wedding and getting her kids together, he was breaking her back out.
Well, that's if we believe him, but at least she did it when she wasn't a married woman. So she's. I think Lucene is his wife, Sharice, who I do know. I think they're about to do a reality show, and that's probably why they're doing interviews and drumming up interest. That makes the most sense to do it like that because you said why now, Al? Yeah, why now? And why? And she's sitting there like I felt bad for Sharice because I do know her now. It was like that was a little bit cringe. But you know what? Nowadays, that's how people market projects.
One more question. All right. So when you're engaged, right, and you have sex before you get married, is that cheating?
I think so.
No. Especially when it's with Shaq. We all know the rumors about Shaq, girl.
You know what?
She had to go forth and get her a real piece of meat before she settled down with this man.
No, that was the pastor he's talking. The pastor she had to say, no, with leave Shaq out of this. Leave Shaq out of this. I want to thank my co-hosts, Al Reynolds and Messy Ass PS Medicine.
We had a crazy week.
And thank you to our special guests, Miss Netta and Charles, for dropping by. Thanks for watching us on YouTube. Stay tuned for Street Flavor. Maddie, you have been an absolute pleasure.
Maddie, so much fun with you.
I love y'all.